Doctor Strange vs. Doctor Fate, Sorcerer Supreme vs. Lord of Order. Hey there, Marvel and DC fans. Ever wondered what would happen if two of the most powerful sorcerers in comic book history went head-to-head? Today, we're diving into an epic showdown between Marvel's Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange, and DC's Lord of Order, Doctor Fate. Buckle up, because this is gonna be one magical ride. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. So let's kick things off with Doctor Strange, aka Stephen Strange. Before all the magic and mysticism, Strange was a gifted neurosurgeon, one of the best, actually. But his story takes a sharp turn when a devastating car accident damages the nerves in his hands. Imagine being at the top of your game and then suddenly losing everything that defined you. Tough, right? Desperate to heal his hands and restore his career, Strange exhausts all traditional medical options. In a last-ditch effort, he embarks on a journey that leads him to the Himalayas, seeking a mysterious figure known as the Ancient One. Instead of just fixing his hands, the Ancient One introduces him to the mystic arts. Talk about a plot twist. Through rigorous training and overcoming his own arrogance, Strange transforms from a broken surgeon into the Sorcerer Supreme, protector of Earth against magical and mystical threats. Now, let's talk about what makes Doctor Strange such a heavyweight in the magic department. First off, he's a master of magic. We're talking about casting spells that can manipulate energy, create powerful shields, and unleash bolts of mystic energy. He's like the Swiss Army knife of sorcery. And who could forget his iconic artifacts? The Eye of Agamotto, which can manipulate time and see through illusions, the Cloak of Levitation, which grants him flight and seems to have a mind of its own, and the Book of the Vishanti, a grimoire filled with countless spells and knowledge. These relics significantly amp up his abilities. Strange can also astral project, separating his spirit from his body to travel through different planes of existence. Plus, he's got teleportation down, opening portals to different locations in the blink of an eye. And let's not forget his occasional dabbling with time manipulation, which is as dangerous as it is impressive. Doctor Strange has been a central figure in some of Marvel's most intense storylines. In The Oath, we see a more personal side of him as he embarks on a quest to save his loyal friend and servant, Wong, who is suffering from a deadly illness. This arc delves deep into Strange's dedication and the lengths he'll go to protect those he cares about. Then there's the Infinity Gauntlet saga. While everyone's focused on the Avengers, Strange plays a crucial role in orchestrating the plan to defeat Thanos. He's the strategist, the guy behind the scenes making sure all the pieces are in place. In Damnation, Strange takes on Mephisto in Las Vegas, yes, the literal devil in Sin City. He tries to undo the damage caused by Hydra's takeover of the US, but things get messy fast. It's a wild ride that showcases his vulnerability and the heavy price of wielding such immense power. Doctor Strange has some seriously impressive accomplishments under his belt. He's defeated cosmic entities that dwarf even some of the mightiest heroes. There was that time he restored reality itself after it was shattered. And let's not forget when he stood against multiversal threats, protecting not just our universe but countless others. Doctor Fate, the Lord of Order. Switching gears to the DC universe, let's meet Doctor Fate, or Kent Nelson, the most well-known persona behind the helmet. Kent was an archaeologist exploring an ancient temple in the Valley of Ur when he stumbled upon the tomb of Nabu, an ancient Mesopotamian deity. In a tragic accident, releasing Nabu's spirit results in the death of Kent's father. Feeling responsible, Nabu takes Kent under his wing, teaching him the mystic arts. Kent dons the helmet of fate, the amulet of Anubis, and the cloak of destiny, transforming into Doctor Fate, a powerful sorcerer committed to maintaining balance between order and chaos. Doctor Fate's powers are off the charts. He's a master sorcerer with abilities that include casting spells, invulnerability, flight, super strength, the whole package. His magic isn't just learned, it's amplified by the artifacts he wields. The Helmet of Fate is his most significant artifact. It's not just a helmet, it's a conduit for Nabu's power and spirit. When Kent wears it, he's connected to a vast well of magical knowledge and ability. Then there's the Amulet of Anubis, which enhances his powers and provides protection against mystical attacks, and the Cloak of Destiny, which grants flight and additional defensive capabilities. Doctor Fate can manipulate reality, traverse dimensions, and even alter time on certain occasions. His powers are rooted in his role as an agent of the Lords of Order, making him a pivotal figure in maintaining cosmic balance. In the Justice Society of America comics, Doctor Fate is a key player. He works alongside other Golden Age heroes to combat threats that are often mystical or supernatural in nature. His wisdom and power make him both a mentor and a heavy hitter in battles. Kingdom Come is another significant storyline where an older generation of heroes, including Dr. Fate, navigate a world where newer, more reckless superheroes have emerged. Fate's role, although more subdued, adds depth to the narrative about responsibility and the evolving nature of heroism. In Books of Magic, Dr. Fate appears as one of the guides for Tim Hunter, a young boy destined to become the world's greatest magician. This series highlights the breadth of the DC magical universe and Fate's part in it. Dr. Fate has held back cosmic entities that threaten to tip the balance of the universe. He's sealed dimensional rifts to prevent invasions from other realms. One of his ongoing responsibilities is balancing the forces of chaos and order, a monumental task that he manages while dealing with earthly concerns. Side-by-side comparison. Origins and motivations. Both Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate have origins rooted in personal tragedy and a quest for something greater. Strange seeks healing and redemption, while Kent Nelson is thrust into a role after a life-altering event. Their motivations center around protecting their worlds from mystical threats, but their paths to that role are quite different. Sources of power. Strange's powers come from intense study, discipline, and his relics, which are tools that aid him but don't define him. Dr. Fate, on the other hand, draws power from divine artifacts connected to the Lords of Order. The Helmet of Fate is almost a character itself, sometimes exerting its own will over the wearer. Dr. Strange's strength lies in his versatility and knowledge of countless spells. However, he can be limited by his human vulnerabilities and over-reliance on certain artifacts. Dr. Fate wields phenomenal power but is often bound by the will of Nabu or the limitations imposed by the helmet. Compatibility with the host is crucial. Without a suitable bearer, the power of Dr. Fate can't be fully realized. Affiliations and allies. Strange has worked with the Avengers, the Defenders, and other Marvel heroes. He's got allies like Wong and sometimes teams up with other mystics. Dr. Fate is often associated with the Justice Society of America and has ties to the Justice League. Both have networks of allies but often tackle the most significant threats alone due to the mystical nature of their battles. The battle scenario. Setting the battlefield. Alright, let's imagine these two titans meeting on neutral ground, say, an otherworldly dimension where they can unleash their full powers without holding back. No bystanders, no limitations, just a pure test of magical might. Dr. Strange is a strategist. He'd likely start by assessing Dr. Fate's abilities, maybe using illusions or misdirection to gain the upper hand. He's clever and often thinks several steps ahead, setting traps or using spells that counter his opponent's strengths. Dr. Fate might opt for a more direct approach, channeling the raw power of the Lords of Order. With millennia of knowledge from Nabu, Fate could unleash spells that are ancient and potent, aiming to overwhelm Strange quickly. Potential clashes. Imagine an epic spellcasting duel where bolts of mystic energy clash in midair. They might engage in a battle of realities, each trying to manipulate the environment to disorient the other. Portal hopping, astral projections, conjuring mystical entities to fight by their side, the possibilities are endless. Summoning allies could be a game changer. Strange might call upon beings like the Vishanti, while Fate could tap into the powers of other Lords of Order. This could escalate the battle from a one-on-one duel to a cosmic event. Possible outcomes. If Dr. Strange can outsmart Fate, perhaps exploiting the dependency on the helmet or finding a way to separate Kent from Nabu's influence, he could secure a win. On the flip side, if Dr. Fate can overwhelm Strange with sheer power or trap him within a realm controlled by the Lords of Order, Strange might find himself outmatched. External factors could tip the scales. Interference from other mystical beings, fluctuations in magical energy, or even the will of the cosmic forces they each serve could alter the outcome. It's a matchup where preparation, adaptability, and a bit of luck all play significant roles. Theoretical debates. Analysis from comic experts. Comic experts often debate this matchup with passionate arguments on both sides. Supporters of Doctor Strange point to his cunning, versatility, and the depth of his magical knowledge. They highlight instances where he's defeated seemingly unbeatable foes through wit and unconventional tactics. Those in Dr. Fate's corner emphasize the sheer magnitude of his power, being an avatar of the Lords of Order. They argue that his abilities surpass conventional magic, tapping into fundamental cosmic forces that could outpace Strange's spells. Community polls and opinions. Community polls across forums and social media platforms show a fairly even split. Some fans favor Strange for his relatability and prominent role in recent media, while others champion Fate's mysterious aura and untapped potential. Discussions often revolve around specific comic feats, with fans citing issues and panels to support their claims. While official crossovers between Marvel and DC are rare, there have been a few instances where characters from both universes have interacted. In JLA, Avengers, although Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate don't directly battle, their roles in their respective universes are acknowledged. These crossovers fuel fan speculations but don't provide definitive answers. Conclusion. Recap of key points. So, we've dissected the origins, powers, significant stories, and notable feats of both Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate. Each wields incredible magic, has saved their universes multiple times, and faces challenges that would overwhelm lesser heroes. Acknowledging the complexity, at the end of the day, determining a winner isn't straightforward. Both sorcerers have their unique strengths and vulnerabilities. The outcome could vary depending on numerous factors, making this matchup all the more intriguing. Final thoughts. Whether you're Team Strange or Team Fate, there's no denying that a battle between these two would be legendary. It speaks to the richness of both Marvel and DC's storytelling that such characters exist to captivate our imaginations. And while we might never get an official answer, the fun is in the debate and the appreciation of what makes each character great. But hey, that's just my take. What do you all think? Who would come out on top in this magical showdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more epic face-offs. Got a suggestion for our next matchup? Let us know. Credits and acknowledgements. Sources. Shout out to the amazing writers and artists who've brought Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate to life over the years. From classic comics to modern arcs, their stories continue to inspire and entertain. Thanks to viewers and subscribers. A huge thank you to all of you for watching, especially our subscribers. Your support means the world to us and keeps the magic alive on this channel. Teaser for next video. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll pit two of the most iconic vigilantes against each other, Batman vs Moon Knight. You won't want to miss it. End screen. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Recommended videos. Check out these videos on other epic superhero battles and deep dives into your favorite characters. Just click on the links popping up on your screen now. Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes content, updates, and more discussions. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All links are in the description below. Thanks again for joining us on this magical journey. Until next time, keep dreaming big and embracing the extraordinary.